Here's the shock nobody saw coming. The team everyone wrote off as wooden spoon certainties just pulled off one of the most stunning turnarounds in NRL history. Canberra Raiders have officially claimed their first minor premiership in 35 years, and frankly, it's about time the rugby league world acknowledged what many have been saying for years. This club has been criminally underrated by the Sydney-dominated establishment. In front of a roaring crowd of 23,746 passionate fans at GIO Stadium this Saturday afternoon, the Raiders secured their historic achievement with a hard-fought 24-10 victory over the West's Tigers. But here's where it gets controversial. This wasn't the Raiders at their spectacular best, yet they still managed to get the job done when it mattered most. The path to glory became clearer after Melbourne Storm's shocking 40-10 capitulation to the Sydney Roosters on Friday evening. That unexpected result meant Canberra needed just one victory from their remaining 2 matches to clinch the minor premiership, a mathematical reality that seemed almost surreal for a team that bookmakers had penciled in for last place at the season's start. Coach Ricky Stuart, never one to mince words, delivered what many consider a long-overdue reality check to critics who have consistently overlooked his club's potential. "People, I don't understand how good a football club it is," Stuart declared while hoisting the coveted J.J. Giltinan shield. His words carry extra weight when you consider the consistent skepticism this team has faced from media pundits and betting agencies alike. But here's the part most people miss. This Raiders squad has demonstrated something far more valuable than flashy performances: unwavering consistency across an exhausting 27-round season. Stuart emphasized this point, noting how challenging it is to maintain that mental edge week after week, especially for a young squad many dismissed as inexperienced. The scoring summary tells an interesting story of resilience rather than dominance. Jed Stewart opened the account after Tigers fullback Sunia Turuva misjudged a swirling Jamal Fogarty bomb, the kind of fundamental error that separates contenders from pretenders. Jareem Bula responded for the visitors before Corey Horsburgh crashed over, setting up a compelling back-and-forth battle. Gerald Skelton managed to narrow the gap for the Tigers, but Api Koroisau's missed sideline conversion proved costly, leaving the Raiders with a slender 12-10 halftime advantage. The decisive moments came through Simi Sasagi's post-interval effort and Ethan Strange's 76th-minute clincher. His remarkable 13th try of what's shaping up to be a breakthrough rookie campaign. And this is where things get really interesting. The Tigers, despite being mathematical wooden spoon contenders themselves, pushed the minor premiers to their limits. This raises some fascinating questions about whether Canberra's grinding style of victory will translate effectively come finals time, or if their inability to blow away struggling opposition might expose them against elite competition. Stuart, however, seems refreshingly unburdened by external expectations. His perspective challenges the traditional pressure cooker mentality that often derails promising teams. The mentality is, whatever they get out of these final experiences now is just going to be an asset for the next 3 or 4 years, he explained, effectively reframing success beyond immediate results. This philosophical approach represents a stark contrast to the win-now mentality that pervades modern rugby league. Stuart's emphasis on long-term development over short-term glory might just be the secret weapon that propels this young Raiders squad to their first premiership since 1994. Perhaps most significantly, Stuart's assertion that no one thought we were going to be anywhere near the pointy end of the competition serves as a powerful reminder of how quickly conventional wisdom can be turned on its head. His team has systematically dismantled every prediction, every doubt, and every dismissive comment made about their capabilities. The Raiders now find themselves in an enviable position, minor premiers with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Unlike heavily favored teams carrying enormous expectations, Canberra can approach the final series with the freedom that comes from exceeding every reasonable expectation. But here's the million-dollar question that will undoubtedly divide opinion. Is this Raiders team genuinely ready to claim their first premiership in over 3 decades? Or have they simply been the best of an average bunch, in what some critics might argue has been a relatively weak NRL season? Their grinding victory over a struggling Tigers outfit certainly won't silence those who question whether they possess the explosive attacking power needed to overcome elite defensive systems in September. What's your take? Are the Raiders legitimate premiership contenders who've been unfairly overlooked all season? Or are they a solid but ultimately limited team riding high on consistency rather than championship-caliber talent? The next few weeks will provide definitive answers, but one thing's certain: this club has already achieved something most people thought impossible back in March.